Madam C.J. Walker was born Sarah Breedlove in 1867 on a plantation in Delta, Louisiana, where her parents had been slaves before the Civil War. And her early life was really bleak. By the time she was 7 years old, both parents had died. She got married at 14, she said, to get a home of her own because she was being abused by a cruel brother-in-law, as she described him. She became a mother at 17 and a widow at 20.
With a baby on her hip and a boat ticket in her hand, she left Vicksburg and began to start a new life in St. Louis. She had no trouble in finding work as a washerwoman. It was hard work, and it carried no status, but it was better than working as a live-in servant, her only other option. By the 20th century in America, slavery had severely damaged black pride. And when it came to black women and their hair, their source of beauty was to imitate whites.
At the age of 33 in 1900, Sarah began selling a product door to door which she had formulated to remedy her own hair loss. She pinpointed the root of her hair problems, which was the scalp, and created hair care products and a beauty regimen for hair growth and maintenance that focused on the need for a clean and healthy scalp, scalp protection, and scalp stimulation for maximum hair growth.
And for millions of black women, these inventions were a godsend. Madam Walker wanted the great masses of black people to take greater pride in their personal appearance and to give their hair proper attention. Madam Walker and her products promoted inner and outer beauty. To be beautiful, she said, does not refer alone to the arrangement of the hair, the perfection of the complexion, or to the beauty of the form. To be beautiful, one must combine these qualities with a beautiful mind and soul, a beautiful character. Physical and mental cleanliness, together with good health, are essential to attain loveliness.
By setting up a special correspondence course of beauty culture in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, then a manufacturing facility in Indiana, and later a beauty college in New York City, Madam was able to further establish and promulgate her program of beauty culture. Madam C.J. Walker provided a solution to the root of the black woman's demise. She raised the black woman's self-esteem and confidence about her own beauty and intelligence, and she empowered the black woman economically.
I think people are really surprised when they learn how politically active and politically conscious Madam C.J. Walker was. She had grown up in Delta, Louisiana, which is an area that was really racked with political violence. So I think this consciousness about the rights of African Americans was planted in her mind very early. As she became more powerful and as people called upon her to contribute to organizations like the NAACP, she wanted to make a difference and make people more conscious and try to help pass legislation that would make lynching a federal crime. In Harlem, there was a silent protest parade where 10,000 African Americans marched up Fifth Avenue. She was on the executive committee of the New York NAACP, which had organized that march. After this silent protest parade, she and a group of Harlem leaders traveled to Washington, D.C., hoping to meet with President Woodrow Wilson to persuade him to support legislation that would make lynching a federal crime. So she wanted to use the power of these hundreds of African American women who were her sales agents to speak out on political issues of the day to make a difference to race consciousness.
In less than 2 years after moving to Indianapolis, on September 2nd, 1911, Madam C.J. Walker petitioned the Indiana Secretary of State to become incorporated, and on September 19th, 1911, exactly 1 year and 7 months since her arrival in Indianapolis, the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company of Indiana Incorporated was established, Madam Walker naming herself president and owner of all 1,000 shares of stock. A relentless worker, an ingenious marketer and saleswoman, Madam Walker had thought to place her system of hair care products in black colleges all across the United States. She also regularly advertised in black newspapers, and she eventually placed her products in drugstores. As she traveled throughout the country, she wrote letters to her general manager in order to instruct him on how best to run her factory in her absence and how to implement all of her new ideas. However, the Madam Walker agents, Madam's recruited sales force, were her biggest asset. Madam held public meetings in churches, rented lodge halls and other such facilities, and put on demonstrations, including a slide presentation, in order to recruit black women to become Walker agents. Madam Walker taught and trained them in the methods of application and proper use of her hair oils and vegetable shampoo. Eventually, Madam organized a national convention for her Walker agents, giving away prizes and other incentives to motivate and energize her ever-growing troops of Walker agents. Sales generated from Madam Walker's manufacturing company and the hair care products it produced enabled Madam to give birth to yet another legacy, as Madam became known as the greatest benefactress of her race. Through monies earned and derived from Madam's work in the hair-growing business, Madam Walker regularly donated large sums of money to charity and to individuals of her race who were in need. In fact, Madam was so self-sacrificing and freely giving that those closest to her were worried that she would become financially ruined. Desiring all blacks to have decent homes, at times Madam would assume mortgages of blacks who were financially strapped, allowing them to repay when and how they could. Various schools for blacks and certain social and civic organizations dedicated to the betterment of the black race were also beneficiaries of Madam's philanthropy. Though many have called Madam extravagant, her generosity and passion for her people were Madam's only extravagances. Madam C.J. Walker was an ambassador of sorts, a spokesperson for all black-skinned people, a revolutionary, visionary, missionary force. It should therefore be quite obvious that Madam Walker's passing on May 25, 1919, was a tremendous loss to the black race. At that time, Madam had recruited over 25,000 black women from the United States, Central America, and the Caribbean as door-to-door beauty culturist, and was well on her way to Africa. Her net worth was over $1 million, making her the first female, regardless of color, to become a self-made millionaire. Doing business today as Madam C.J. Walker Enterprises Incorporated, the hair care company founded by Madam C.J. Walker continues to manufacture and sell her original quality products, ensuring that the legacy of this remarkable woman never dies.